All right, boys. It's our second week at it.
Week 2.
Podcast episode 2, the Misinformation podcast. How are we all? I guess we should start this way. We just said we're gonna nail the intro, and I started. Once again, we are your hosts. My name is Ike.
My name is Mason.
My name is Vince.
We're your 3 hosts.
3 host gang.
Let's go.
I think eventually we want to bring guests on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought we were going to this week.
This week? Who would be our guest this week?
Any of the 5 people.
I don't... Is that... I mean... We still have the opportunity to. Is that something we really want to get into, though?
Let's just let it ride.
I think, maybe wait it out.
I think we
gotta pick. We gotta pick and choose here.
I think we should.
We need to get good topics for them.
Right.
We need to get a couple. Yeah, we need to get a couple weeks under our belt before we bring guests.
Yeah, get a nice flow to it.
Yeah, I think we need to be more confident with it ourselves.
Can we just bully the shit out of our guests when they come on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, if we ever have Jack, the first thing I'm asking is his home address.
Hey, hang on. We said this week, or this podcast, we're not going to dox people as much, and we're referring to him by his first and last name again.
Yeah.
Well, that's already out there. That's public information.
I thought we were going to cut it, though.
It's just...
we aren't going to. We're not going to cut that.
Okay, well, how about we just stop saying his last name? Because at this
they
point...
got it now.
At this point, there is still hope that I could kind of, like, bleep some of that out. or something.
Not worried.
Yeah, but none of you are him. So, okay, whatever. You know, that's fine.
Fuck it, we ball, baby.
So the point of this podcast is that we all...
That's going to be really bad. Get
the
foam
you should
roller
stop.
out from under your feet,
Stop doing
you're just going to move it around. God,
I got a footrest.
Mason's always...
What is your problem? I said a footrest and you guys lose
something.
your fucking minds?
No, because you're moving around, it's making a bunch of noise.
Okay, it's a cylinder. It's going to rock a little bit.
Alright, it's fine. We'll let you have that.
Alright, so this is an audio podcast. Obviously, you can't see what just happened. Mason got some random shit off the floor. It's a foam roller.
Committed a fucking
and
crime.
he rolled it across the floor. I don't know. You know, we obviously our production value isn't good, but we still try to make the best of what we got. So, you know, we're worried about these things.
More or less.
For some degree. Anyway, the point of this podcast
is to drink beers.
Well, I'm drinking liquor again.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do a...
What are you dringing?
Well, let me explain the point first.
Well, they should know. You heard episode 1.
I'm doing another Busch Light Snow Day can.
I want to give people the opportunity to join in at whatever episode they want. Obviously, I want everybody to watch every episode or listen to every episode, but the point of this podcast is we start the podcast a little bit buzzed, a little bit drunk maybe on the borderline, and by the end of the podcast, we're probably drunk. We drink through the entire podcast, and what we say and what we do, because we're getting more drunk, the idea is it gets stupider as the podcast goes on, and we think drunk stupidity might be entertaining.
Could be.
Believe it or not.
There's a chance.
I think a lot of...
We're testing the waters here.
No, I don't think we're the first people to test if being drunk is funny.
I mean, absolutely not.
I think it's been tried and true that drunk tomfoolery can be funny. But who can do it better than us? So that is the point of this podcast, and we're going to keep that going. So yeah, welcome back for week 2. I feel after we listened back to week 1, and we talked about it afterwards, I feel good.
Feel good.
Obviously, I don't think it's probably not our first podcast probably wasn't the best, and this one probably won't be either.
None of them are going to be good.
But I left the podcast last time feeling good.
I mean, it was fun. That's a
Scale 1 to 10.
It's about all you could ask for.
Had a great time.
Scale 1 to 10, had a great time.
I definitely had a great time. I think that was our goal going into this. Was mainly to do this as a hobby. Like, we're going to try to put it out there and
sure.
have people listen to it.
And, subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
I have not set the Patreon up. I have not set the Patreon up yet.
For those that do listen and enjoy, please give us your money.
Do you guys actually know how Patreons work?
Not really at all.
I don't either. I think it's like
I just know it's a thing people do, and
I do. I kind of know how Patreon works.
We can put premium content.
How much is Patreon?
Well, I think we set the price for how much we'd want them to pay a month. So, I think on Patreon you can have different tiers. So, like, if we say, like...
I want tier 3 to be our best tier. Tier 3.
Okay, so we have 3 tiers of payments?
Yeah. One is like, you get a picture of us upside down, maybe? We were standing upside down. I don't really know.
I like that.
All right.
I can't really do a handstand these days.
Yeah, broken wrist.
Mason has a broken wrist. Didn't we talk about this last podcast?
We did.
Yeah. Okay. We can't already be talking. We can't be rehashing topics already. But we haven't. I mean, this isn't a video format podcast right now. Anyway, maybe one day. Sure, if it gets more popular.
If it takes off, like episode 54, around
like 154.
Episode 54 special video episode.
Yeah. We'll do a face reveal when we get 100 listens.
Yeah, we gotta get enough people to subscribe to our Patreon.
We'll do a Jack face reveal.
Stop saying his last name!
Sorry, we'll get a Jack.
Tall guy. Just call him tall guy.
Oh yeah, he's really tall.
He's 6'7".
We've already talked about this.
I don't believe him for a goddamn second. His shoes are too small, too big.
Boys, what are you drinking today?
Busch Light Snow Day Can again.
Vince running it back. I got a nice Blue Moon.
Got a Blue Moon on you?
A Blue Moon.
Any
my favorite beer
with that, or just?
No, just out the bottle.
Out the bottle.
Bottles on ice, locals on tap, baby.
Taking it easy today a little bit.
Blue Moon's a great beer. I like Blue Moon a lot. Blue Moon is up there in the running for one of my favorite beers.
It's a real classic. You can't go wrong with it.
I mean, here in Wisconsin, you got Spotted Cow, too. Which is
I know. Spotted Cow might be my favorite beer.
Also phenomenal. Most variations of...
Well, okay, here's the thing, though.
Two Women, very good.
Totally Naked, I think, is my favorite.
Also very good.
Excuse me.
So, out of the gate, see, now you're bouncing your legs around, you're shaking the TV and the mic around.
Don't be shaking.
I've been doing that.
Move it
How about now?
I think it's okay.
That's a little bit better, but...
Alright, we'll do.
Okay. My favorite beers. So, yeah, Spotted Cow. For anybody that doesn't know, Spotted Cow is a local Wisconsin beer. And obviously, Wisconsin is like the fucking Jerusalem for drinking of the United States. It's the holy land of drinking.
The Mecca.
The Mecca of drinking.
A little different religion mentioned, but...
Right. Hey, man, I'm cool with it all.
Whatever.
I'm fine with it all. But, Spotted Cow is a very delicious beer. It doesn't get exported out of the state.
That's why all the damn fibs are always coming.
Damn fibs, bro.
Damn fibs. Anybody that isn't a Midwest
if you're from Illinois, just stop listening. But we aren't going to say anything good about your state during this.
Hey, unless you're from Chi-Town. There's some cool things about Chi-Town.
None of you guys can drive. None of you.
They know Illinois
I think they know.
State.
I
think I told you that I was scrolling through Facebook the one time, and it was like some random company had like an ad, and it's like, if you could do one thing, like as an Illinois resident, it's like, what would you do? And I looked at the comments. It's 170 comments. I'm scrolling through. Every single one is leave the state of Illinois.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing about Illinois that I like Chicago.
Chicago can be cool.
Chicago can be pretty cool.
I mean, you gotta do it right. Fuck the Bean though.
The
It's
Shed.
overrated.
I've never been to the Bean. The Shed Aquarium though.
Aquarium.
Have you ever been to the Shed?
Sick,
Have either of you ever been to the Shed Aquarium?
I've been to Chicago 2 times, so no.
The Shed Aquarium is fucking sick. You've been?
Yeah.
Sponsored
Mason?
by
Yeah.
Shed
I have
Aquarium.
one, yeah.
Stop saying that. We can't say that. We have no sponsors right now.
Yeah.
Trees Apparel, yeah, we do.
Yet.
Yeah,
Oh
we do.
yeah, Trees Apparel. We do have a sponsor, Trees Apparel. The Shed Aquarium is dope. The Chicago airport is okay.
Wait,
I've
O'Hare?
flown- O'Hare.
I don't like
O'Hare.
airports in
I
general.
Yeah,
like
airports suck.
I really enjoy every minute I spend in an airport, honestly. You never know what's going to happen.
You're a
right?
weird dude, man.
That's kind
You haven't spent enough time in airports.
I've
then.
spent a fair amount of time in airports. I've never had like one of them like, oh, I got a 5-hour layover.
Yeah, I've had several,
Yeah. Well,
and
that's
those
'cause
aren't fun. Those will make you hate an airport quick.
Just start doing push-ups in the middle of the aisle.
No, what you do is you find the emptiest place and you fucking sleep on the ground or like some chairs or some shit.
What about
because you're tired as shit because traveling sucks.
just go get a couple drinks from airport bars. I want to go to one of those airport. You know, like you get a cool credit card and you're like, "Welcome to the airport lounge. Here's like some drinks and shit." I want to go in one of those one time.
Well, I mean, you
What
gotta
up?
like be a part of a flight club or some shit like that.
Gotta
Yeah.
make a little money.
Yeah, you gotta be a big
subscribe to our
spender. You gotta be a big traveler. Yes.
I don't think this is it. You're gonna need a real
God,
job.
I'm gonna have to set up a Patreon after this episode, aren't I?
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep shouting it out.
Well, I think before any of these come out, we're gonna have most of our shit set up, right?
I would think so. I mean, you said before this, you
God,
already got
I've
all
burped like
sorts of shit
7
set up.
times on this podcast.
I've been
already.
burping all day.
Holy shit! You know what it is? I've been eating healthy lately, and I needed to eat quick before so I got off of work, and I knew I had to come over here soon after, and I had a buddy from back home at my apartment, so I was like, I gotta get food quick. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to Taco Bell today. And I got Taco Bell, and honestly, the Taco Bell is just kind of making me feel kind of gross.
Yeah.
Did you go to the one?
It'll do that.
Yeah, I went to the one by campus.
Yeah,
It's,
that's the worst Taco Bell we've ever had. Fun story, interruption.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Me-
We love stories on this podcast.
Me, Mason, and Brody walked in there one time, freshman year. And we're there.
Oh, by the way, I'm drinking a rum and Coke. I don't think I ever said what I was drinking.
Word.
We walk in there. There's like 6 people sitting in there eating. We open up the door. Yeah, I'll take one, Mason.
Mason just left to grab more beers for him and Vince.
We walk in. And we're with our friend Brody. Brody opens up the door. Doesn't even get his hand off. One of the employees at that Taco Bell just yells us, "We're closed, motherfuckers!" and Brody's saying there, just what? And they're just like, "Get out!" And we're like, "Okay, all right. I guess it is 9 p.m. 9:08 p.m. on a Friday."
In the town that we live in, it's also the town that all of us went to college at, or are currently going to college at. The Taco Bell right by campus, which is it's the closest fast food restaurant to campus.
Dog shit.
It is the worst Taco Bell ever. Like, the food is, par for par, pretty much the same across every Taco Bell.
No.
You think it's worse there?
That is the worst Taco Bell I've ever been to.
Maybe.
The one by our hometown,
But-
very good.
But the Taco Bell by campus, the reason it's so awful, and it's kind of part of the reason I really like it, is because all of the employees clearly don't give a shit at all. And they want you to leave.
No, there was dead ass that time that person walked into that Taco Bell and they're like, "Hey, it's been like I ordered food like 20 minutes ago. Like I'm waiting still. Like."
Oh, this is when I was there.
Yeah, and like they just didn't give it to him.
The dude. Okay, the dude. It was, mind you guys, the Taco Bell wasn't busy. It was kind of late. It wasn't super late. It was probably like I don't know, like 10 o'clock, something like that. It's one of those Taco Bells that stays open until like 3 in the morning or 2 a.m., whatever. It did then. I don't know if it does now.
I think like now COVID time it's like 11.
I don't know. Yeah, COVID kind of fucked it over. But anyway, yeah, it's just me and this one other guy in there. This other guy orders food before me. I didn't see him order his food. He was already like waiting for his food by the time I got there. I order my food. I'm waiting. And I'm noticing it's taking a while for me to get my food. I'm looking at the guy, like the other guy in there. I'm like, fuck. I don't know how long he's been here. Like, how long is this going to take? The other guy goes up to the counter, and he's so nice. Like, he's actually very, very nice about it. He goes up, and he's like, hey, I don't mean to be a pain, but, like, I ordered my food a while ago. I'm just wondering, like what the ETA is on that, or, like, you know, when, like, if it's coming or what. And a lady in the back, like by the fry station or where they make the food, just yells, "Get the fuck out of here!" I don't know if any of you have ever had a fast food employee swear at you, but it is fucking hilarious. And the dude was like so taken aback. He was just like looked like he was super surprised. And now, like, I'm in the back just laughing. Right. and he goes like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, we're not making your food. Leave."
He paid. He had already paid.
And he left.
So,
I don't know like how that ended up for him. He didn't ask for his money back or anything. He left. He didn't get his food. I got my food. Actually, like, shortly after I got my food.
It's fucked up, man. I assume you told the "we're closed" motherfuckers story.
Yeah. He did just tell that story.
Shit.
That Taco Bell is fucking wild.
We also got freshman year during Oktoberfest. We got a free bottle of Burnett's Blue Raspberry.
And Taco Bell? What?
Yes. It was already open. They didn't have a cap. We had like stuffed paper.
Wait, were these random kids at Taco Bell?
Yeah,
just random strangers.
They brought a bottle and gave it. It was like three-quarters full.
It's Oktoberfest, so everybody's just drinking and has plenty of booze on them. And Burnett's Blue Raspberry, if you don't know, is pretty terrible. And they were just looking to get rid of it.
It's just shittier UV Blue.
Talking about Oktoberfest this way is going to give away what university we went to in Wisconsin.
We go to University of Wisconsin La Crosse.
Is that information we're willing to give out?
That's fine.
Who cares?
Yeah, all right. Sure.
I'll drop a pin on our location.
Pull up. You won't.
Yeah, we went to the University of Wisconsin La Crosse.
We're the Eagles or
the Eagles. Yeah.
Is there something
screaming Eagles?
It's the Golden Eagles.
It's golden.
Is it Golden Eagles? There's no way.
It's not a bald eagle.
Well, we're not the.
I think it's just Eagles.
I think it's just Eagles, but I think the eagle is a golden eagle. Or wait, what? Fucking one of our buddies.
It is a bald eagle.
It is a bald eagle.
Yeah.
All right, it's just the Eagles. It's just the Eagles. Isn't there a different university in Wisconsin that's the Golden Eagles? What is Eau Claire?
Eau Claire's the Miners.
Blue Golds.
Platteville. Whatever. That's super boring. Yeah. Talking about mascots from random Wisconsin universities, it doesn't matter.
We're gonna rank all the Wisconsin universities eventually.
UW Superior is the superior.
That's number one. I don't think any of us have been there, but
I don't think anybody's been there.
That it's not real.
I don't think it is real.
It's more fake than the UW Baraboo sign.
By way of just like where people have gone and what the university has accomplished. Madison is obviously the best school in Wisconsin.
It's the only D1 one, right? Or is Marquette D1?
Yeah, fuck them.
That shit expensive.
Yeah, I am not paying that much money.
$800 a year.
I can hardly afford here.
$800 a year for parking, and then it's like $800 a month for rent.
Dude, it's
absurd.
It's absurd.
When we started college, La Crosse started like beefing their science program up a bunch, and like they renovated a ton of buildings around campus. The applicant the applicant statistics for that year, like more people tried to get into from Wisconsin, more people tried to get into lacrosse than Madison, which is the first time that's ever happened. It happened a couple years after.
People woke up.
It's a beautiful place.
We could go to a great college
for cheap,
or
for cheaper, and lacrosse is a beautiful city.
Dude, and honestly, fuck, you're in Madison. Hey, do you guys want to walk 45 minutes to...
Dude, most kids have to take, like, fucking buses to class.
Or they gotta across town to get
They gotta ride on all those awful bike trail, like, paths. Ugh.
First thing they told us was if you walk 10 minutes in one direction, you are lost. Which I thought was a phenomenal thing. It's nice and condensed. It's all in one area.
Yeah, no, it's super nice. Campus is beautiful.
Well, our campus just bought out city blocks. It's not stretched, like, you can't, like, cross a public road and be on a different part of campus. If you cross a road, you're still on campus. It's a campus road.
Badger Street, though, earlier. That you could drive cars right up to Drake Hall.
Yeah, but it was still if you're crossing Badger Street, it's on campus. It's in the middle of the campus.
It's on, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You could cross a street with cars on it.
Well, yeah, cars are there. It's a street.
Yeah,
but it's on campus.
You were just saying though, you can't cross the street on campus.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. They got rid of the street now though, or it's like just like a walkway. But during move-in days and shit like that, every once in a while you'll see just a car just driving in the middle of campus, and you're like, ooh, you are not supposed to be this cool.
Oh my god, you know what I used to love to do when I was like walking between buildings for classes? Police would drive down the big sidewalks.
Yeah.
But in campus, I wouldn't get out of the way for police cars.
I mean, why would you?
I would have my like I would know they were behind me, but I would have my earbuds in and I would just act like I didn't know they were behind me, and I would walk straight down the middle of the sidewalk. So they had to drive slowly behind me. And it's not like they can like yell at me for being in the way of traffic because they're driving down a sidewalk.
Yeah, they're the ones who are off the road.
And especially during like class hours, there's no need for that. Maybe at like
around like
10
bar time
p.m.
Yeah.
like midnight, like
just
sure. Honestly, you could catch 80% of the people like in the dorms underage drinking any Friday or Saturday night.
Sure.
All right, boys. We talked about this last podcast. This might be something we could do every podcast.
What are you doing?
What are we wearing today?
What are we wearing today?
What are we wearing today?
Nothing. I'm butt-ass naked.
You're not butt-ass naked.
Yeah,
Mason is not butt-ass naked.
Don't worry about it. No, he's got the other...
Not yet, at least.
No, he's still got the same pants where it's like almost jeans, but they're not jeans.
Wow, those are the same pants as last time.
Oh, shit! I wore black
they're
pants
different.
last
They are
time.
different.
These are... These pants are cool because they're basically snow pants.
So they're like the same pants, but a different color or a different pair.
No, he's got
absolutely
cool...
not.
They're cool
these
pants.
are
they
very
look
different.
Nice. They look nice.
Yeah,
wait, those are the ones you
here
ripped
too.
on the knee? No. I don't know how I feel about
Mason, explain what you're wearing.
All right, so I got pants that are not the ones from last time. They're like snow pants. I got a black shirt. It says Iguana Another. Like it's a real shitty drinking pun. Yeah. And I got a red flannel on and French fry socks. For the time being, I'm wearing a blanket because
it's a little chilly.
The house is cold.
Well, I mean, we're recording this in winter in Wisconsin. It gets cold here.
Yeah.
Well, it was 8 degrees out today. Actually, it was very nice out.
No,
it wasn't bad today.
When I went to work today, it was -10.
Yeah, at what, 3 a.m. or 7 a.m.?
That's a different story.
7 a.m., yeah.
Dude, Tuesday is supposed to be like 40 degrees. We gotta play beer die.
All right, we're not talking about the weather.
No wind though today.
What I'm
The
wearing?
sun peeking through the gray sky.
I'm wearing khakis, a blue Champion sweatshirt, and a blue corduroy PBR hat.
Yeah, real comic store hipster look going on.
Khakis and a Champion sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Do you also
It's,
it's
Wait, do you
absolutely
also have
not.
Champion socks on right now? What are those?
no, these are just like white gym socks with like blue and red stripes. on them.
USA, go Olympics.
I think
Yeah,
these
you
are
also-
from like.
True, that was one of the
I don't
things.
want to throw a lot of hate, but all I've seen on the Olympics so far, at the time of recording, is a lot of U.S. Mixed doubles curling.
Yeah, at the
I've
time
been-
of recording of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics are going on.
I've
I don't
been-
know when these are going to go out.
I've been pretty disappointed by the
I feel like
US's
we're going to
mixed
record a
doubles.
few before they actually go out.
The U.S. is kind of terrible. Italy's been ripping it up. though.
Italy, school Italy.
Vince, what are you wearing?
I got black socks. One of them has a hole in the toe, so I need to throw this
Ooh.
sock out. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought I did it last time, but apparently there's another one. I got some black ripped jeans that I got from American Eagle. And I got a I don't know.
It's a weird,
Pattern.
like...
A lovely Aztec sweater.
Yeah, it's like an Aztec, Mexican patterned, like traditional Mexico
Call it
patterned
beige with some-
sweater.
Yeah.
It's like a fleece. Yeah, it's a fleece.
Yeah, probably fleece. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
All right.
big fan.
This is something that I know we have talked about before, but this is something that is very important to me, and I would like to get out there for the podcast.
Prime
Worried.
numbers.
Here, prime numbers. We're gonna talk about prime numbers.
We might.
No, I don't. Oddly enough, I don't want to talk about prime numbers.
Fair.
What I want to talk about. Here's the situation.
Here's the situation. 3 guys, Ball State.
Ball State.
Here's the situation.
All right,
You are in the shower, right?
okay.
It doesn't matter whether you think this would or wouldn't happen, but somehow you shit in the shower. We've talked about
this.
this.
What you're bringing up?
We've talked about this when?
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this.
This what you want to talk about?
I think so. This is important to me.
Why?
Dude, I'm not. I'm just not going to shit.
I'm not pooping in the shower.
See, this is what I said. It's a fucking rhetorical question, man. It's hypothetical. You can't just say, I wouldn't. Okay, the fact of the matter is that you did. Okay? You did.
Yeah, I did.
You can go through your period of shame in the shower, whatever, but it happened. You shit in the shower.
I'm not waffle stomping.
It is... Just listen first.
Is that your question?
Just listen. Yes, but listen. Listen.
I leave it there and then my turn.
We don't want to talk about this?
No.
Are we serious? We don't want to talk about
we're
this?
already getting into it.
I do not want to
I'm
talk
gonna
about
blow through this.
I feel like I brought it up. We have to get through it.
I'm not waffle stomping it.
Well, I haven't even brought the question up yet.
You did. What if you shit in the shower?
No, I didn't get the question of what you do yet.
Okay, get there.
Okay, you shit in the shower. It's not diarrhea. It's a log.
Thank God.
It's a log of shit.
There's no chance that would
I'd maybe waffle
Yes,
stomp
I know.
diarrhea.
But, Jesus Christ.
Rinse them.
Once the shit is in the shower, do you stomp it down the drain,
No.
or do you pick it up and put it in the toilet?
Yeah, see,
The
I
only
knew
acceptable
exactly
answer
where
is
you're going.
you get toilet, you turn
I
the
don't know
shower
why you're
off.
so mad about this.
No, there's only one correct
I don't
answer.
poop in the
You
shower.
Yes, it's a hypothetical.
don't
That's
give
the
a
point.
fucking
It's the
shit.
fucking point.
I don't give a shit. This is the only acceptable
Of
answer. You
all the
turn the
things.
shower off, you grab a shit ton of toilet paper, and you pick it up and you throw it in the toilet and you flush it. And that's
Yes,
that is
exactly.
the only
Exactly.
acceptable answer.
Okay.
If it's
See,
the only
I thought there was going to
acceptable,
be
what are
at
you
least
talking
one waffle stomper because a lot of people have said waffle
Absolutely not.
stomper.
Absolutely not.
No
So we're
goddamn
all on
chance
the
now.
same page that if
You
you
think
shit in the
I'm
shower, you
purposely,
pick it up and put it in the toilet.
Like just making physical contact with my own shit. It's not happening.
All right, I'm cool with that.
All right.
I don't know why we got so angry about
I'm
this.
glad
Oh
we
my
did
God.
it. Let's move on.
Why did we get so angry? Hang on, no, I want to know why we got so angry about this.
I don't
Because
fucking.
I feel like there's like so
Why would we
many
talk
things
about
that are
that?
better to talk about than just stomping your shit down the shower.
We've literally been talking about what university we went to for the past
Okay, sure,
fucking
but at least
5
that's like a
minutes.
real
That was cool.
thing.
That was cool. We had a good time because we were talking about Taco Bell and the by our university.
Okay, can I bring a different topic up then?
I don't know if it's as bad as that one. No.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll put you on a...
No, we talked about this beforehand.
We limit test Ike.
I don't think that was a bad topic.
All right, go. Shoot.
I do. Guys, check out on our Patreon. We're going to have a poll out there on if that was a bad topic or not. Or Twitter. It doesn't matter. Fuck you guys.
This may or may not happen. We'll see. What I want to talk about, because this is largely a podcast that deals with drinking.
I'd say so.
I want to talk about the first times we were exposed to drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ourselves specifically. Like, not seeing your parents drink or something like that. Because Wisconsin, pretty much everybody sees their parents drink from a young age.
I think everywhere would.
I don't know. I'm not from everywhere. I'm from Wisconsin. I can't speak for everywhere. But I want to hear about our times first drinking. Because I met Mason and Vince in college.
Yes.
Mason and Vince knew each other before college.
We met freshman year in high school, and Mason had a weird look on his face, and he met me. It's like after school, I was getting back from like a soccer game, and he was getting back from like some football thing, and we're in the hallway. I'm at my locker. He walks up with like a couple other people on the football team. I think
Is this how it went down?
Yeah. This is the first time I used before school actually started when we had like practice and shit.
This was freshman year
with like Truman and Sean.
Maybe it also might have been with Alex Yudzinski.
If you just keep throwing out names, nobody's gonna know what you're talking about.
Really
just get to the point. Just get to the point.
I just want to realize what.
Just get to the point.
When this was.
No, you walked up and you're like, no, you didn't do that. You're just like.
Well, okay. If you Vince did a physical thing with his head, you gotta explain what the fuck you're talking about.
Mason got down on both knees and bowed down to me.
I don't feel like that's
true. Not true.
Yeah,
no, it is true.
Okay, so you guys met freshman year.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound that interesting.
We weren't really friends.
He was just kind of weird about it. He was just too normal about it, which was weird.
We were in resource together.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay.
That was fun.
Fuck it. Now that we're going down this road, before we talk about how we first started drinking, do we want to talk about how we met?
We're branching
off.
The
first day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mason and Vince went to high school together. You know, they met freshman year, however that fucking went. Freshman year of high school. Excuse me. Ooh, a little. That second burp was a little wet.
Scary. You didn't see that one coming.
You don't need to describe it.
I think it's funny though.
It's alright.
And you know, I don't really care what you think is funny because I think it's funny. So I'm gonna say it anyway.
If you think it's funny, I'll let it ride.
When I met these guys, it was my sophomore year of college. We had a dorm on campus that had dorm rooms that were called suites.
Suites.
And basically, it was a 3-person dorm that was bigger and nicer.
And air-conditioned.
Yes, it had air conditioning.
Because believe it or not, the summers in Wisconsin, them first couple weeks, you're in an air-conditioned room. That I would fucking.
Hey, every season in Wisconsin is intense as fuck.
Dude,
that's just kind of how
I
it is.
I would put a damp rag, wring all the water out, put it in the freezer, so it would freeze, and then I just bring that rag up to bed, and I just put it on me when it's
I never did that.
It worked really fucking well. Like you get like.
Did you have a fan?
Yeah, we had like 2 fans going, dude. It was crazy shit.
Well, anyway, the dorm we lived in our sophomore year was air conditioned. And none of the other dorms on campus were.
Reuter is.
We don't need to talk about that. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Fair enough.
I don't want to explain that.
Yeah, that's
mate.
But yeah, we had these big, nice, like, better than any other dorm on campus rooms that were air conditioned, and you had your own bathroom, which is different than any other dorm. All the other dorms have shared bathrooms. You had your own bathroom but that's why you had suite mates, was because 2 rooms would share the same bathroom. So it would be six people using the same bathroom rather than an entire floor of people using the same bathroom. And my sophomore year, me and my roommates, and my 2 roommates were guys I knew from high school, were suite mates with Mason and Vince and their other roommate, Brody, who they all knew each other from high school.
Oh yeah, we go way back.
Right.
And so we shared a bathroom. And we became quick friends. Honestly, we became very quick friends.
Yeah, I was real skeptical going in. I was the one who had to pick a room, and I was feeling a lot of pressure. I was like, I don't want to pick a bad room. Yeah.
Holy!
I was like 317. Sounds great. Yeah, you guys really didn't care, but I was like, all right. So then we got like the list with the names. And we like start looking people up, and Brody's finding like high schoolers like that just aren't you guys. And he's like, I think these guys are gonna be like freshmen and like.
Wait, are you talking
gonna
about?
Be, like,
are you talking about us?
Yeah, we looked you guys up and we.
Oh, okay. So okay, what Mason is talking about is when they found out we were going to be their suite mates, they looked us up on like Facebook, Instagram, shit like that.
Yeah, just get a preview of what we're living with.
Me and my 2 roommates at that time, the 2 guys I knew from high school, weren't. None of us really have like that big of a social media presence.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really either.
Jackie only did one.
We have stuff.
But anyway, continue what you were saying.
Yeah.
So you looked us up, and what did you see?
Anyways, we're like, these guys, they're probably freshmen. They're probably like gonna kind of suck, but like whatever. We're in the nice dorm. It's gonna be fine. So it's like first week, hanging out on the Papazon. Which, if you don't know what a Papazon is, look into it.
Look it up.
Great, just a real good chair.
It's a pretty dope chair, especially for a dorm room. It's a pretty dope chair.
Phenomenal, but.
I would say as dorm room chairs go, it's one of the better ones.
All the boys come in from the other side.
It was just me and you, there, right? Brody was.
Can I?
No, actually, I was gone for the first time. You guys met them before me.
Let me explain this because I want to talk about what our thought process was going into trying to meet you guys.
Yeah, you probably know about it.
And then we'll explain.
So me, Ike, me and my 2 roommates. We were very worried that our suite mates were going to suck and that they...
we do.
We suck in all the right ways, though. Wrong.
And, like,
pause.
We worried they were going to suck in the sense that, like, we just weren't going to get along because our freshman year, me and my other roommate had 2 other roommates that just were awful. And we were worried that was going to happen again. So... like our first day where we were all there, like before classes started and everything, like everybody was still drinking. Me and my roommate Jackie were like
both of them.
Oh yeah, but at first it was just me and Jackie talking about this. Yeah. We were like, honestly, I think all of the suite mates are moved in. We should just go over there. And talk to them and see what they're like, introduce ourselves, and see if they're cool. And we were like, immediately we decided, let's crack some beers and walk over there with cracked beers to see if they're about like drinking and having a good time in college, or if they're the type of kids that like just want to get to bed at the right time and study and, whatever.
Absolutely not. I gotta test the waters there.
Yeah. We were like, we're gonna test the waters and we're gonna see what's up. So me, Jackie, and our other roommate Tyler, we all walk over through the bathroom to the suite mates room, and we have open beers and we're like, hey guys, what's up? And right when we get over there, Vince already has a bottle of vodka. Like,
I do?
yes.
Oh, shit.
Vince already has a bottle of vodka, like, open. And we're like, hey, guys, we're your sweet mates. And they saw that we had drinks. And I'm pretty sure
That's all it took.
I'm pretty sure it was just Vince and Mason in the room at the time.
No, it was me and Brody.
When I met all you guys for the first time.
Was it Brody?
All three of us were there when... I think...
Okay, well, let me continue.
Yeah.
So Vince and Brody were there. And...
I was last.
Actually, you were last. I do remember this now.
Yeah.
Vince and Brody were there. And Vince sees that we have open beers, and he's like, hey, we just cracked this bottle of vodka open. Do you guys want some shots? And we're like, hell yeah. And right there, we were like, all right, well, thank God. At least our sweet mates don't care about drinking,
Yeah.
and they want to, they're the type of guys that want to have a good time in college. We're like, all right, sick. We still don't know if they're people we're gonna get along with or vibe with. There's a lot of douchebags that drink.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, but
I mean,
we all
Were those douchebags?
just in a different sense.
we
Always
all-
there for a good time.
we all drank together that night. And I think we all just realized, oh, fuck, these are
These are guys that we're gonna start a podcast.
I think we all, right that night, we realized, all right, these are, the exact versions of us, but from somewhere else.
They're from a different high school. We're from a high school. It's three of us all.
Right. Could
And,
not have worked out better.
It went amazing, and honestly, the Sweet Mates are some of the best friends I met while I was in college. 100%.
Absolutely. They are the best.
Well, yeah, no, the best friends I met in college were the Sweet Mates, and we went on to live together afterwards
At the aviary.
at the aviary, and now we're filming this, or we're recording this podcast together. So yeah, it turned out to be a very great situation.
So okay,
So that's how we all met each other.
real quick.
That is.
How I remember that night. So
Yeah, I'd like to hear your recollection.
me and Brody are just damn. We're sitting there, we're damn, I don't know, you want
Don't mumble.
drink? You want? All right. I'm actually sitting crazy far away because this chair's breaking.
Yeah, I know, but you're mumbling, man.
That's what I do.
I know. Vince mumbles. That's
He's the worst storyteller of all time.
Absolutely.
All right, continue.
But so me and Brody are sitting in there, and we're just hanging out. Our bathroom, there's a door from our dorm or room, and a door. The bathroom connects the two rooms, and we're okay, so whatever. Hear a knock on the bathroom door. We're just all right, come in. These guys walk in, all three of them. Walk in with Coronas in their hands.
Yeah, we had Coronas. That's
I
what
was
we had.
there for that.
Yeah, we had cracked bottles
I
of
was there
Coronas.
for that.
So
That
you
was-
were there. Brody had to.
That's when
must
I was
have
on the
been-
Papa Zone.
Because I think it was Brody that was... Brody moved
See-
in earlier than you did, but then he
I
had to
moved
go
in
back
last.
for...
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't
Whoa.
need to talk about the logistics of this right now. We don't need to talk about the logistics of this right now.
Yeah, but I'm
Just continue the story.
Yeah,
You were
I'm
there-
so
wait, you were
curious.
there?
Yeah,
for
we
when
can
they
talk
walked
about it
in?
after. It doesn't
When they
matter.
came
No,
with
this is-
Coronas. I was there.
you were there. Okay, because that's when we first met him.
Okay.
So maybe it was Mason that was there.
Continue.
All right, but so then
I'm gonna
we're
go
sitting
here.
there. Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah.
But so we're sitting there.
Mason is going to grab more beers.
We're sitting there and we're just hanging out, watching TV or some shit, having a couple drinks. And then they walk in, and I swear to God, all three of you guys still had the limes right on top of your Coronas.
Yeah, we hadn't pushed him in yet.
You
we
hadn't
hadn't pushed him in
You
yet.
actually doxed me?
Hey, stop. Get out of here. Stop.
Guess
Get out of here.
This
Oh
is-
my God.
that's John.
Did it.
This fucking ass. So this is the worst guy we've met in college.
All right, sorry for that interruption. That's one of our friends that we've been doxing.
Allegedly friends.
Okay,
Nah, he's a
sorry.
good guy.
Vince, continue your story about when we came into your room with Coronas.
Yeah, no, we're sitting there. I remember you guys coming in, and we're did we drink that? I think what happened is
We drank some that
you
night.
guys came in and Like, we're like, introduce yourselves, and we're like, oh, yeah, like, cool, like, you know, like, met each other, and then, like, you guys, like, went back to your room a little later, and then I think we, like, me and Mason or whoever, like, went over by you guys later that night, and we were like, hey, y'all wanted to, like, just get fucked up?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Probably.
I mean, that's how it happened every other weekend.
I mean, but we became the best of friends.
The best.
Pretty quickly, honestly.
Yeah,
Like-
no, there was literally no, like, awkward phase.
I mean, there was a little bit, for sure. Like, of, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks with complete strangers.
Sorry,
And then,
we felt it out for 2 weeks.
yeah. And then we realized, like, oh, no, this is real. This is cool.
No.
And it was fine from there.
Nice, dog.
All right, Mason is back with beers. We've talked about how we met each other.
Now, we originally started our first time drinking.
Yes, that's what I want to get back to.
to.
That's what I want to get back to. Who do we want to start with? Who wants to tell their story first? Me?
You.
Vince says Lark.
See,
I'm
okay.
indifferent, so I'm going to go with Lark.
I think I have the best story.
I don't know.
Oh, he probably...
So-
Mine's not
You got a
great.
good one. Yours isn't great.
So I think I
Let's start with
I
Mason.
should go last.
I'll
Let's
start.
start with Mason. I'll go second.
So, living in Wisconsin, you would think, like... I probably would have drank earlier, but, you know, I was...
We took high school
I was a good kid.
We were good kids.
I'm gonna take-
straight-edged.
I'm going to take a piss and get another drink.
Alright, I'll take one.
So,
Shut up.
first time I drank was a week before high school graduation. At that point, I figured I didn't have much to lose. I already made it. So why not hang out with a couple friends? So we go to, me and Brody go to our buddy's house. One of them are they?
Other one.
And, yeah, I had like 8 really shitty beers. I don't even remember what they were called because I don't think anybody's ever willingly just drank those beers. But
Nice Coors Light moment.
not Coors Light.
Nah, Coors is okay.
Like some unheard of beer. Anyways, had like 8 of those. Went to like the neighbor's bonfire. Just a wild guy. It was a great time. And our other buddy, it was also his first time drinking. We're sitting around a fire late at night. He has a little bit of a spit up. Throws up in front of us. And everybody's like laughing about it, you know, having a good time. I mean, it's his first time drinking. He threw up, like, haha, you're stupid, whatever. And I'm laughing at first, but I'm like, shit. I was like, I've never done this. Like, I could be next. So at the time, it was only 8 beers, but I was pretty fucked up. Back when I had no tolerance.
God, I miss those
Miss
days.
the days. Now 8 beers is like a casual Tuesday. It hurts, but yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my first time drinking. It was nothing crazy, nothing wild, just hanging out with a couple friends, and
I am back.
Ike is back.
Like his back.
Okay, so you just told your drinking story.
Yeah,
I'm sad I missed it, honestly.
it is nothing crazy. It is.
But all right, Vince.
So first time I actually got drunk was at Brody's graduation party, like day of graduation.
Brody being one of your friends from high school.
Yeah, he was just one of the sweet mates.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's something we need to improve on. Anytime we name drop somebody, we really need to explain how we know this person.
No, but we've talked about Brody enough.
Yeah, but there's no reason for them to remember who he is because he's not on the podcast.
Not yet.
That'll be fine. Yeah, he'll make an appearance when we talk about beer.
But I think when we talk about somebody else, we need to just explain why we know them.
Brody, high school. Actually, before high school.
Okay,
Man.
just continue. Continue.
For me, it was high school.
Just continue.
Regardless, though. But the first time I ever drank was 2 years before then.
2 years before when?
Before now, you coming in messing
No, I'm
the whole
confused
thing.
too.
Yeah,
You said it was Brody's grad party.
Brody's graduation,
And
and then I said that was the first time I got drunk, but the first
So
time I
2
drank
years before
was
high
2
school-
years before then. The only
2 years
then
before
that I'd
high
be
school
talking-
graduation.
No, yes, exactly.
well, I thought you were going to
Okay.
tell the high school graduation story, and then you just
Not really.
you-
remember.
Okay,
I
the first
remember-
time you got drunk-
Actually, no, I do, because we got.
Holy shit. Okay, just hang out for a
Regardless.
second.
Regardless.
So the first time you got drunk was 2 years before high school graduation.
No, the first time I got drunk was. Well, now you're fucking cutting me off. I'm trying to tell a goddamn story.
Hang on, am I wrong here?
No,
Did this
he's
make
not
any
that-
goddamn sense?
I'm going to make sense if you don't fucking cut me off all the goddamn time. All right, here's the thing. No more interruptions.
Okay.
No more questions. All right, so here's the thing. First time I got drunk, Brody's graduation story. That's not the story I'm gonna tell. We'll save that for when Brody's here. First time I drank though, I was 16 years old. I'm at my place of business. I'm at my work, Alpine Valley, beautiful place.
You're giving so much information
I
about
don't.
yourself.
I
Dude,
really don't
They
give a
reference
shit.
it in that '70s show. They don't get.
Yeah, but they in that
They're
70s
also
show.
Right,
not
they-
real
they're
people.
not
They're
from-
fictional
Yeah, but they
characters.
also
Yeah, whatever,
in that
but-
70s show they talk about going up north to fucking Alpine Valley.
Yeah,
you
they
don't
don't
go
know-
up
they don't
north.
know
Alpine
things.
Valley is southeast. But regardless, so I'm working there. I sell tickets. Ski Hill.
Yeah, I guess we
And-
should put it out there. That is a ski hill.
It's a ski
It's a ski
hill.
hill. We all know that, but yeah.
All right, but so I'm with my boss Tony, great woman. One of my, I'm very good friends with her son.
I
very
would
good
have
friends
thought
with her.
Tony was a man.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
I
continue.
did too when I
I'm
got
sorry.
there.
I'm sorry.
But so, it's me. It's like a random weekday, like night PM shift after school working. I'm there with this other guy named Chad that actually Mason
Chad
knows.
Boss.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just
Yeah.
tell the story.
So, all right, so it's me and him there, and Tony is like, her husband like fixes up houses, sells them, and she's like, hey guys, I have to go leave for like 30 minutes to help my husband show his house. I'll be right back. 30 minutes passes, we're like, all right, whatever. Hour passes, we're like, damn, she's been gone a long time.
You're at work.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm at work. We're selling
Okay.
tickets. It's a pretty slow day. It don't matter.
You're selling tickets at the ski hill.
At the skill, yeah.
Okay.
And so, like, hour and a half passed, and we're like, damn, what the hell's going on? And this other dude that worked there from a different department, like, guest services, came in looking for her. And we're like, oh, no, like, she just stepped out. She'll be back in a second. Comes back a little bit later. You're like, oh, no, like, she actually just stepped out again. She'll be back. We'll let you know when she's back. She's been gone for 2 hours. Comes back like 2.5 hours later from her initially leaving. She walks in, kicks open the door. Nobody else in the ticket office because it's a slow day. Kicks open the door with a bottle of Sambuca and a bottle of vodka, like one in each hand, and just goes, "We sold the house." me and Chad are like, we have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like we didn't know anything about her husband.
So what? She gave you drinks and you.
So yeah, no, and so she comes in and she's like, "All right, guys, we're gonna drink." And I had never drank at the time, so I'm like, "Oh, like if she asked me if I want to drink, like I'm just gonna say no." But like, Chad's drank before. I'm like, "All right." She doesn't even ask. She just pours me up like 2 shots of Sambuca in a coffee mug and just hands it to me. And she's like, "All right, Vince, here you go." I'm like, well, shit. If this is how we're playing it, like,
Fuck it. Go for it.
we'll ball. Like, drank it, and shit, like Tony's hype. Like they just sold like a house in Lake Geneva. Like, that is a shit ton of money. And
Yeah.
and so we're hanging out, and like right as she's like holding the bottle, she's like talking with Chad. I'm watching the windows, like in case anyone comes in.
How old are you at this point?
16.
Okay.
And so one of the other like managers, the guy that was coming in, that was talking about before from guest service, comes in while she's got the 2 bottles of liquor out in her hands. He opens up the door. I'm like, I see him because I'm still sitting out the window, and I go, "Hey, Chad." Like,
We're fucked.
just like quick, quick hand signs. He gets it immediately. Just pushes Tony into the office. He's like, "Put him away." she comes out, talks with the dude, it's whatever, and then that's when she brought us like the drinks. And I remember she was like, "Yeah, Chad, like whatever bottle you want, just open it, just straight from the bottle." He's sitting in the back just chugging straight vodka. He's the same age as me. We're 16 years old. Just like fucking throwing these back.
But he's taking advantage of the opportunity.
Okay, so your first time drinking was your boss at the ski hill gave you liquor.
Yeah, I drank at work from alcohol that was given to me by my boss.
But you didn't really get drunk or anything.
No, I didn't get drunk because I still had to
drive home as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, no, I had like 2-3 shots of whatever, and then I had like another like 2-3 hours before I had to like go home. So,
dope.
Don't drive drunk. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, no, don't drive drunk.
We do not condone that on the podcast.
No, I don't.
Have a sober driver. Like plan for an Uber, something. Do not do that.
No, I definitely know people that have driven drunk and have killed people. Yeah. I definitely know somebody that has driven drunk and killed people. I've known somebody who's driven drunk, got their license taken away. I've known people that have gone to jail for this. It's not a fun thing to do. You should not drive
never
drunk.
Worth it.
What you have to do is get a guy like Ike who is very willing to pay for all of the Ubers. And
you need to get someone who doesn't have the Uber app yet. And then you get like a 4 to 6 month span of where they just buy most of the Ubers, because that happened to me during Oktoberfest that we talked about, and I'm like, holy shit. After Oktoberfest, when I spent like probably like $80 on Ubers in one weekend, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm never doing this again. I'm just gonna defer. I'm gonna wait for someone else to do it.
That's what I've always done.
All right. So, my first time drinking. My first time drinking was also the first time I ever got drunk. And I was very, very drunk. Like, not a little bit drunk. Very drunk.
How old?
I was 16 years old.
16.
I was 16 years old. Allegedly. all of the underage drinking is alleged.
Yeah.
I think, I'm just going to call statute of limitations. I don't know. I don't think...
Nobody gives a shit if you underage drink.
Only if you get caught.
Anyway, yeah, I was 16 years old, and I was with my two best friends from high school, Jack and Peter. Jackie and Peter. In high school, my buddy Peter played hockey. He would play every weekend during the hockey season, and pretty much every weekend after the game, we'd go over to his house and we'd hang out and do a bunch of stupid shit. And sometimes we'd stay the night, sometimes we wouldn't. Just kind of depends on the weekend. But there was a long period of time in high school where me, Jackie, and Peter would all hang out on the weekends and then sleep in Peter's basement.
In the same bed, Chicago-style sleepover.
There was no beds in Peter's basement. We would sleep on like couches and the floor and shit. But Peter had a full bar in his basement, and one night...
Peter's just our Brody.
One night...
For real.
Alright, let me tell my story.
I'm sorry.
A quick quip.
One night, after a full night of high school tomfoolery, we were doing a bunch of stupid shit that I don't think I really need to get into. We went back to Peter's basement, and it was, we got back to Peter's basement at like 1:30 a.m. And for some reason, we were all like amped. We weren't tired at all. We didn't want to go to sleep. We wanted to keep hanging out and doing shit. And I think it was Jackie. That said, hey, you have a full bar in your basement. We haven't really like drank before. Like drank before. Like we've had
Brutalize it.
sips of alcohol here and there. We'd had some
Sure.
liquor or some beer here and there before, but we haven't gotten drunk. Jackie's like, why don't we just like get drunk, see what it's like? And me and Peter were both like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. And by the time we came to this realization, it was already 2 a.m, which
That's a late start.
your first time or not, a very bad time to get drunk.
Yeah.
2 a.m. is too late to
That's when you
try to get drunk.
start to wind down, generally.
Yeah. But we took 2 a.m. as an opportunity to get drunk. And we weren't tired at all. I don't know what was going on. We were just like feeding off of each other's energy. We had a good night. So, none of us knew anything about liquor or drinking or like how much you're supposed to drink or what you're supposed to do. Like we've all seen our parents drink before and stuff like that, but we didn't really know what we were doing. So we went into it and we were like, all right, what do we want to drink? And we just said, all right, well, like vodka probably, just because that seems like a pretty. It just seems like a pretty standard thing, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, yeah, let's like crack out a bottle of vodka and like let's send it. Let's see where it goes. We were so dumb. Please, if you are doing your first time drinking, just like Google something a little bit or something. Just don't follow in my footsteps, because we took a bottle of vodka. By the way, we were looking for a bottle of vodka and we're like, what do we take? And we just took the first bottle we saw. It was a giant bottle of Grey Goose.
Oh,
which is
fancy.
It's kind of expensive vodka.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that it was expensive vodka because we don't drink.
Right.
We had no clue.
You didn't know from the Lord song that was popular at that time?
No, we didn't. But we were like, all right, yeah, this is vodka. Let's just drink this. Jackie pours all 3 of us a half a pint of vodka.
Jesus Christ.
And none of us have ever drank before. Downing vodka when you've never drank before is a lot easier than if you've drank before.
Oh, I'm sure you no past bad experiences.
Yeah.
Just going into a blind.
So
You guys could have split half a pint of vodka and been
fine. Yeah, Vince is
fine.
going to take a piss. We all 3 of us each had a half a pint of vodka to ourselves. And we didn't sip on it or anything. We were all just like, let's get drunk. And we all chugged it. We all chugged a half a pint of Grey Goose vodka. And we were so stupid. We were so stupid that, like, after 5 minutes had gone by, we were like, obviously, you know, when you first drink, you feel that warm feeling in your stomach.
You feel it.
In your chest.
I mean,
and we're like, wow, that feels really good. But after like 5 minutes went by, we're like, we don't really feel drunk or that different.
Yeah.
So we're like, we should drink more. And we had known what screwdrivers were for some reason or another, and Peter had orange juice in his fridge in the basement, so we poured screwdrivers. Very heavily poured screwdrivers. And we drank some more screwdrivers, and very soon after, it hit us like a goddamn truck, and we got very
I'm sure.
very drunk. Like,
How many you spit up?
We all puked a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
We all puked a lot.
The best course of action.
Yeah, that night we all puked a lot, but soon after all of us drank like that, we got very, very, very drunk. And my buddy Peter lived next to an elementary school. We got very drunk and went and played on the playground equipment at the elementary school.
Always a great time.
It was a great time. We were drunk as shit. And we, honestly, I don't remember most of this night. A
little bit of a blackout.
Here's the funny thing about this story.
I browned out.
Is that I remember all of us throwing up a ton in Peter's basement. And for a long while in high school, we thought that was just normal. When you drank, you threw up a bunch. So we would just drink way too much and throw up a ton. Not healthy. Don't do that.
You'll get over it.
But this time, we threw up a ton. And I remember laying down to go to sleep in Peter's basement. And when I woke up the next day, I was at my house.
Really?
Yes. When I woke up the next day, I was at my own house.
How?
Yes, I do know how.
Very, very carefully.
Yes. Because I have a small memory of something that happened in the middle of the night. The middle of the night for us being like 7 in the morning because we started drinking at like 2 a.m. In my first time ever drunken state, I took it upon myself to walk home from Peter's house.
As you do.
Yeah.
And
no.
My only memory from leaving Peter's and walking home, because I don't remember leaving Peter's, I don't remember getting home. The only faint memory I have is staring up at a streetlight. I remember staring up at a streetlight at like 7 a.m. and there was like people going to work and shit.
Yeah.
It was like light out, and I was just staring at a streetlight. And I got home, and I remember talking to my parents the next morning, and they were pretty upset. Because it was very clear that like I was very drunk, and I just like passed out.
Blitzed.
But yeah, that's my first drinking story.
Damn. Yeah, that is
Don't
that's a good one.
If you're gonna drink for the first time ever, or if you're gonna drink ever,
be safe about it.
Yeah, be safe about it. Don't drink a half a pint of vodka
I would say even maybe
in one go. Don't drink a
liquor.
half a pint of vodka in one go.
Avoid liquor
because
beer will taste bad. Who are we talking?
Oh, beer
about
tasted
here?
bad for me for a
well,
long
no,
time.
here's the thing. Everything about alcohol, you won't like the taste of it, and so you're just gonna.
Liquor's not that bad when you start, though.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
I used to drink just straight vodka.
Dangerous.
Yeah, so did I. I drank a half a pint of it.
I used to have a Ronnie D on the rocks every day.
When you start drinking,
that was funny as shit.
I know, like, everybody says beer is an acquired taste, but it's really true.
It is. I mean,
because like when I started drinking, the first time I ever drank a beer was when I was 17 years old. It was after I had gotten super drunk for the first time. I had just graduated like my junior year of high school, and me and Jackie went to celebrate by drinking a beer.
nice.
And we both cracked open a beer and we both started drinking it and we both like spit it out. And we're like, this is fucking horrible.
Wait, do you remember what beer it was?
This is stinky.
It was a Miller Lite.
Oh, damn.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, no, I think that is fucked up now because Miller Lite's fucking delicious.
Miller Lite's great.
Miller Lite, best beer out there.
But
out of the bottles.
I mean, yeah, beer definitely came as acquired taste over time for me. I did not like beer starting out.
Even still, no, you're more of a hard liquor, like
You are a big liquor guy.
I've always been more hard liquor than beer. Mm. I think that just kind of fits my personality, though.
Yeah. So
I'm kind of loud. And,
it's better for your figure as well.
I mean, you know, I'm loud, and I'm the one that generally like tries to rally everybody to get the party going.
Yeah.
I feel like liquor fits me well.
We're all about pace. Putting down beers consistently.
Yeah, you can just always be
But
drinking.
that's one of the fun things about liquor is liquor Brody. If we get Brody on the podcast, we
need liquor Brody. Brody is one of our friends. He was the one that went to high school with Vincent Mason. when Brody drinks, he normally just drinks beer and he's fun.
Big beer guy.
But if he gets liquor drunk, he is so fun. He's a different
liquor
human
being.
being.
He's a different beast.
He is the only person that I know that, like, there's a very clear difference on, like, that you can see the difference. Because, you know, like, how people are always like, oh, like, you drink wine, you're wine drunk. It's like a happy drunk.
Sure.
No, Brody, I get exactly what you're saying. Brody's the only person I know that
You can
see a
visibly
clear
tell.
difference.
It's like a harsh
Between, like,
disparity.
him, like, drinking beer. And, like, he'll get,
Okay,
like,
I
fucked up.
don't even think it's how he acts, because he can get
No,
fucked up on both.
he's so giggly when
I don't
he's
think-
drinking liquor. It's
Well,
so funny.
No, I
He
mean,
doesn't
you can
do
tell
that
by he
wild
acts
shit.
immediately. But, like, because he gets fucked up on both beer or liquor. But if before he even said anything to me, if I looked at him, I would be able to tell if he was liquor drunk.
He called out.
I think if I looked at Brody and he was liquor drunk, I'd be able to say Brody is liquor drunk.
This liquor Brody we're talking to.
Liquor Brody.
His eyes are different.
Yeah,
man. His eyes are different.
His eyes are glazed over, and he'll put.
He
his
has those
hand,
dead eyes.
And, yeah,
He has those dead man
and
eyes.
he'll come up and he'll put his hand. He'll put his hand on your shoulder and just go.
Brody's a guy
That's it.
who really stays within his limits. When he's off the liquor, he branches out.
Oh my god, he gets out of pocket. He gets out of pocket. It is the most fun ever.
It's
It's
a great
so
time.
funny. God damn.
Do you
miss that man?
you guys have seen me blackout several times.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do I get that, like, when I am blacked out, do I get that, like, glazed over eye, like, dead man look? Or what do I look like when I'm blacked out?
It's
because
always-
obviously I don't remember.
It's
just-
always hard to tell when like somebody's blackout because I mean,
well, me specifically.
sure, but like for one,
Wait, no. Let's talk about this.
There's
How
not
we
like
all
a-
look when we're blacked out.
there's not necessarily like a breaking point where you can just like tell that somebody's blacked out. And for two, we're generally also all fucked up, so it's like whether they're blacked out or not, it's not something you're picking up.
We're
on.
fighting for our
Yeah.
lives, like 40 minutes from home.
Tell me if I'm right.
But-
This is what I have gotten from stories of me being blacked out, is that I'm already, like, a pretty aggressive drinker. Not aggressive in the sense that, like, I want to fight or anything like that.
Right.
Like, that, like, I'm
You
loud.
shout.
I'm loud and I want everybody to party. But when I'm blacked out, I get very aggressive, but nothing I say makes any goddamn sense. And I'm just, like, slurring my words together and I'm just yelling.
It is,
No, that's
it is just,
pretty damn
it is just a
angry.
constant, yeah. That's the thing is, I was like, damn, I don't remember what Ike looks like when he's blacked out because I just don't look at him because
It's not
you
about
can't.
what he looks
you
like.
You can just hear me.
He's just
can't-
washing you over with
You
noise.
need
He's
to,
yelling.
because you know, and you need to shut him down because he's just gonna be yelling. He's just gonna be yelling.
About anything
about-
and everything.
See, but that's the hard thing. And I almost feel kind of bad about that.
Nah.
Is that when I'm blacked out, yeah, you try to shut me down because I'm just like fucking yelling and trying to get shit, whatever. But as soon as you try to shut me down, I'm blacked out. I just go harder. Like
Yeah.
it just gives me a reason
And
to,
you just
like,
have to
say,
leave.
"Fuck you! I'm doing it now."
It's
God,
hard, it's hard
there's
to
gonna
bring
be
it
there's definitely gonna be at least one episode of this podcast
Where
where
we're
we're
blacked
fucking
out.
blacked out.
We're gonna start it blacked out. Like we're gonna come back from the bars at 3 a.m. and be like,
Did we do a
podcast.
podcast?
And
It's
and then we're going to do the podcast at 3 a.m.
It's gonna be like a half an hour long podcast, and we're gonna have no clue.
We'll
No clue what
wake
happened.
up in the morning and go on Vince's laptop.
Well, we're gonna listen back to it, and it's just gonna be nonsense.
Fuck
It's just
it.
gonna be
It's
nonsense.
just-
See, I'm gonna hate
Someone,
it.
no,
I'm
someone's
still gonna put it out. I'm still
fucking-
gonna put it out.
Someone's gonna fucking
for
like
sure.
get up from it and like go do some shit, and then they're gonna get distracted, and then it's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" Like we're trying to, and that's just gonna be a shouting
Honestly,
match for like 5 minutes.
I think a blackout podcast would be very funny,
I think it'd be great.
but I think it'd be very, very hard to keep us
I mean,
like-
absolutely. My
sitting doing the podcast.
the one thing I like realized last year is that when I get drunk, I slur like all hell, which I didn't realize. I thought
Blackout Mason is a slur.
I thought I was good at articulating just kind of all the time. I never really worried about it. And then you guys started showing me videos of me, like, after I would get fucked up. And I'm like, holy shit. I am, like, almost incomprehensible.
No one's
dragging
dog.
words.
All of us, when we get blackout, we're incomprehensible. That's why you're blacked out.
I mean, yeah, but
Nobody.
No, but not even necessarily
But
like
hearing
blackout, but just like drunk Mason.
yeah,
It's when he hits the drunk phase. He
has to be
starts
pretty
slurring.
drunk.
It's like more drunk than like a casual.
Because I feel like I'm drunk right now.
I got a good.
I got a buzz going.
Go on,
We're
go
doing
on.
all right. We're hanging out.
Oh, you got a good buzz. I feel like I'm kind of drunk.
I'm not where I want to be.
Are you gonna kick over another fucking rum and coke on my nice carpet?
No, I haven't spilled shit this podcast.
You haven't.
Not yet.
I spilled a little bit on my.
All right, boys, we got like 15 minutes left. We got like 15 minutes left. Is there? Let's let's get one last topic in.
When I
Let's get
black
one
out,
last topic in.
when I black out,
Oh yeah, I guess we're finished.
When Vince gets blacked out.
Or are you just pointing
Yeah.
at me?
because you know me the best. I don't know.
Well, you don't really black out. When you black out, it's because you're a little bit crossed, and then
allegedly,
and then you just kind of wander. You create problems, and you want other people to solve them, but nobody's willing to do it, and then you're just helpless out in the wild.
I feel like
it's happened a couple times.
No, hang on. Tell me if you agree with me. I feel like Vince gets very lovey.
Yeah,
When he-
that's just
I
Vince
stopped
in
that.
general. He's kind of touchy and
Well,
he wants
for
to
the
cuddle.
good friends.
I learned about this thing called love languages. Apparently, there's like 5.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Is this
Yeah,
our
like
last
the-
topic? Love
it might be.
languages.
I don't want it to be, but
I'm gonna
like
piss
there's
you
like
in,
but touch.
All right, we got 15 minutes left, so come
Touch,
on.
touch is one of them. Just
Yeah.
like a nice
Like words
touch.
of affirmation or some shit like
I
that.
think that's one of them. Yeah, and like there's another one like gift giving or like,
Yeah. I've heard about this before.
I don't know.
It's
I don't give it doesn't fucking matter.
love language in my mind can be whatever you want it to be with whoever you're in love with. If you're in love with somebody, chances are you guys know each other. And you guys know each other you guys know each other to the point where you know what each other likes. So
Like
your
me-
love language, you don't need to assert your love language by saying like, "Oh, it's words of affirmation." No, you fucking love each other. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Like me and Ike are holding hands right now.
I know your hands are hella cold.
My hands are always cold.
Alright,
That's a common trait of mine is being cold.
All right.
Alright, let's get
What's our last topic? What type of women are you into?
women that scare me. Honestly, only. women
Hang on, can that be our last topic?
Yes,
what type of women we're into?
absolutely.
I think we could cover that in 15 minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll probably be like 20, but if we go a little over, it's fine. I would like for Mason to get back before we start, but
I mean, you can start talking. Mason knows what type of women you're
Yeah,
into. You
Mason
can start telling the story. Or whatever. Not story.
The
just-
thing is, I was waiting for Mason to get back because I need to gather my thoughts. All right, so I like okay.
Would you like me to start?
I
About
think
what
I
type of
got it.
women
I think
I'm
I
in?
got it.
I mean, if you want Mason to get back, I can take it.
Yeah, all right, you start. Nah, Mason, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know. I'm just delaying. I'm just talking right.
Yeah,
like,
no,
right
we're
now,
delaying.
now I'm
We
just
only have-
talking to
we-
delay until Mason gets back.
We only have 12 minutes left.
We have 12 minutes. This one will run. This one will run a little long.
No,
And that's
we're gonna
okay.
keep these an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it soon.
What type of women are you into?
All right. So
Or do you want Mason to be back for it?
I would like Mason to be back. For
Okay, so
the
the type of women I'm into. I like.
Oh wait,
you know,
hold on. Mason's back. We're gonna talk about the last topic is the type of women that we're into.
Oh.
All right, fuck it. Send it over to Vince.
No, I want you to go now because now I'm totally thrown off because Mason handed me another beer.
So,
and I still got, like, half
The
this.
type of women I'm
Think
into.
about that.
Hold on, real
I've
quick.
dated.
Are we? Want to preface? Is it like looks wise or like personality? What are we going for?
Just the type of woman you're into.
Just in general overall.
Yeah, the type of woman
Just
you're
get
into.
into it. Oh no.
The type of woman you are into.
Alright.
I mean, obviously, for me, I think...
it's obvious already.
Probably not for the viewers. But,
listeners, podcast moment.
Listeners,
Hashtag podcast moment.
The type of woman that I'm like... Seriously, actually, no, this is actually a good question.
Subscribe to our page.
Are we talking about a woman we're into sexually or, like, on a relationship base?
See,
what are we
I think it might be fun to guess.
It has to be both.
To guess
both?
what
it has to be both.
So it's going to be relationship based then.
Both.
Okay, the woman.
Like your ideal woman.
The type of woman.
11 feet tall.
Yeah.
Scales.
The type of woman I'm into. First of all, their personality has to mesh with mine. I can't date somebody that like doesn't fucking get what I'm about, or like I don't get what they're about, you know.
Well, sure, but like.
But if I'm talking about the type of woman I find the sexiest, I have two answers here. I have two answers here.
Not one, but two.
This is making me feel
after the commercial break. If we have commercials, this is a commercial break right now.
This is making me feel kind of vulnerable because I don't talk about this much. But the type of women I'm into, first is small tits, big ass, built like Mewtwo.
Built like Mewtwo.
Wait, hold on. Is Mew the same as Mewtwo?
No,
they're different.
Okay.
That's why there's Mewtwo.
Small tits, big ass. I don't know what about that.
I could agree with that.
It makes me horny as hell.
I could agree with that for the most part. I mean, I don't mind the little up top, but
also
nothing wrong with small titties.
Also, scary women.
That's Vince is big on that. I know.
fucking goth emo chicks. Like
I'm not big on scary.
Alt type women. I don't know. It just gets me going.
Yeah, that's not my vein there.
I guess that's my answer. That's my answer.
Mason.
I mean, okay, how specific should I get here?
It's very.
Well, I talked about who relationship and like sexual attraction.
I don't know. I like a nice girl who gets a little wild.
Mason likes every girl on Tinder. Then
I like girls that are quirky.
Oh my God! Fucking
shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Like looks wise, like.
Well, no. What is the type of woman you'd like to be in a relationship with?
The type of woman I want to be in a relationship with, like, see, I feel like we're
I took kind of a cop out and said the one that meshes with my personality.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go kind of the opposite of that. I mean, not like drastically. I wanted to have.
Also, wait, hold on. Before Mason continues, Mason is a hashtag child of divorce. So.
Okay.
So my vocabulary is pretty good. But
we got 8 minutes here, boys. So come on.
Yeah, we got.
Let's get good.
That's too much.
So, anyways,
a millisecond is a freaking eternity.
Shut up, Mason. Go, Mason, go.
So I'm a rather quiet person, right? For the most part, I keep to myself, or like I don't go out of my way to like start conversation. I'm not great at that.
Yes.
So I think like kind of what I need is a girl who does do that. Who kind of drives conversation, is a little more outgoing than I am.
See, I feel
but still has like a
a
similar taste in like humor, like similar tastes in stuff and things.
Well, I feel like for a relationship, that's a must.
Yeah.
Well, you want to have something like a common interest with the.
Yeah, shock. Could you believe it?
That's unbelievable.
So okay, the relationship, same, just common interests, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I like having like different interests too because it's
deeper.
I don't know what we're going for here.
Just go speak.
All right. Well, now okay.
Do better. Do pretty.
What if we were speaking sexually only?
Oh God.
What do you find?
See, is this like is this objective?
What are you? Okay, Mason.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know. Stop. I know.
I like when girls
Mason.
smell nice.
Mason, pause.
That makes
I like that a lot.
Dude, no, let me tell you,
Ma-
like, good smells, big turn on. Bad smells, absolutely.
Vince, you just
kill
gotta
it.
shut up for a second and let
No,
Mason
no.
talk.
If a girl is stinky for whatever reason,
will
I
help
will not
Mason.
talk to her.
Mason, you're down at a bar, you see a girl, like bunch of people there. What makes you attracted to a girl that you see in a bar?
Yeah, what's the girl that you
What
want
do you
to
find attractive?
put something down on?
I mean, it depends.
If she subscribes to our page,
if she subscribes to our Patreon, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, all right, so because this is rather broad, I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm a huge fan of a cute nose.
I like
Cute
it.
nose is big for me. If I can't
like
kiss
it.
that nose, I'm not about it. I mean, cute nose, then I'll go off pretty eyes, nice smile. I mean, all the basic like shit, whatever.
I like that.
I don't know.
I like
but
that a lot.
Cute nose, I feel like it's
it's
like
a
the one
really
thing
good
you
answer,
say.
actually.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really good answer.
It's something.
I'm sorry to ask you this,
Sure, lay it on me.
but ass or tits, man.
I'm an ass man for sure.
All right. Yeah, me too.
I
just said I'm saying
I could deal with
small
flat,
tits, big
flat
ass.
chest all day. I don't mind as long as I.
Yeah.
As long
All right,
as
Vince.
butt.
It's up to you now. So we're talking
No, I got
both
work
relationship and
Yeah.
sexually.
Okay, alright, so ideally, I like a woman who, I think I could...
Are we talking relationship right now?
I will get to that. Stop interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
So, I
I'm
think
sorry.
ideally, my ideal woman is a woman who... This is my test, is if I'm a pretty small person. And so, I think if I could grab them by the ankles, spin around in a circle a couple times, and throw them into a wall, if they're small enough for me to do that, I think that's
too
like
small?
a good. No, that's
That's right.
You like a
That's
small
ideal.
chick.
Yeah, and I like long hair.
Actually, that checks out.
Yeah, I like
I
long
like
hair.
you know like
I don't like
small-
short hair.
Small, long, short hair can look good.
Shoulder length.
Just let Vince keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I want to be able to and I've never done it, obviously, but be able to, if it came up, be able to throw her in a wall by holding her by the hand.
It's such a weird metric.
Okay, hang on. That is the best answer.
No,
That's
it's
the
a
best
good
answer so far.
I mean, yeah.
And so hair color, not really any preference, but I do like it when the hair's got a little. It's not like super flat like they've been doing recently. It's got a little volume to it, but I don't like curly hair. I don't really
A
like
little bit
frizzy
of
hair.
floof.
Hey, Vince.
It's just got a little some to
Roof.
You know what I think we can sum this up as?
it. Morticia
Me and
Addams.
you.
Oh god.
Me and you.
I love Morticia.
I feel like
Addams.
she's the opposite
From-
of everything you just described.
From the movie of. Well, she's tall.
Isn't
Hang
she
on.
like
No,
tall?
but that's,
Hey,
but that's the
hey,
personality.
hey,
Can I get this thought out?
No. The personality-wise, Morticia Addams. That's all
so
I want for personality.
Literally
but
just scary.
she's not scary. No, but when
That's
you,
her whole thing.
No,
Okay,
she's not a scary woman.
shut up.
Ike's gonna yell. Is that nice? Ike's.
Please just let me.
All right. Okay.
Vince, I feel like I can sum this up in saying we are into
Cat girls.
alt women.
I won't lie. Fuck, it's out there now.
Vince is big on cat.
There's a
girls.
recording. Of
I feel like we dipped into that a little on the last one.
I was gonna say alt girls. I think
alt.
we
Yeah,
both.
no. Alt. But alt's got a wide spectrum. All right. Ideal woman. I want to be. It's long hair. Like very small. Like honestly, probably like 5'2", 5'3". Very thin. And I want to be able to throw in.
Vince
a
wants to mash
And,
bones.
but yeah, no, actually, that's the
Wants to
worst part.
grind
That is
that shit.
that is the worst part. Is the hip bones hitting the other hip bones. Hate it. It's not a fun time. But
Vince looks like a normal human being, but he is skinny.
yeah, I look pretty normal because I wear baggy clothes. I can wear sweatpants.
Vince is a skinny ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
See, like Vince describing his perfect girl, how he could grab him by the ankles and throw him through a wall.
Not
That's
throwing through a wall. I can't throw that hard.
into the wall.
Into the wall.
That's what I could do to Vince.
Absolutely.
For perspective.
We could probably because Preston did it to me one time in 6th grade. Honestly, it was a very,
God damn.
very. I enjoyed my time. I was spinning around too fast. I'm like, holy fuck. And then obviously the teacher yelled at us because it was the middle of class.
Throwing kids in the classroom.
It does, but it doesn't matter.
All right.
Um,
Well, hey boys,
Do we hit time?
I think this has been a good podcast.
All right, but seriously though, if you're like a 5'3" Morticia Adams, personality-wise, hit me up.
Okay.
My phone number is.
No.
I need a 5'6" brunette with a cute nose, and the rest I'll leave to my imagination.
All right. Well, hey boys, I've had a lot of fun here.
I had a horrible time.
It was okay.
You didn't let me talk about Morticia Adams for long enough.
Yeah,
I didn't even get into her personality and the way that she looks.
Maybe next time.
But
for now,
if they ever leave me alone with the microphone, I'm gonna talk.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It might.
All right, let's chill out for a second.
Okay.
Just let me end this.
Okay.
For now, this has been the Misinformation Podcast. I'm your host, Ike.
I'm Mason.
I'm Vince.
I hope all of you are enjoying what we're doing. As time goes on, we'll give you more opportunities to follow what pages we have.
And subscribe to our Patreon.
For sure.
Do that. Mason,
as soon as you get
Mason gets a shout out. Do the shout out for our Patreon.
Yeah. Subscribe to our Patreon. Ike's it's not up yet, but Ike is in the works.
We'll get the link out there. Get the shout out for the Patreon.
Tier 3 is the best.
Tier 3 is the best if it has tiers.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
we'll break it down.
Thank you for listening. This has been the Misinformation Podcast. We hope to see you again soon.
All right, we're gonna go black out now.
Yeah, to the homies.
All right, stop that recording.